Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to Ibrox, where I'm here after Rangers made it into the last four of the Europa League quite incredibly. So much to recap, so much to get through, which of course we'll do all together with a full squad tomorrow morning. John and Derek will join me at 9:30 on the Rangers Review Facebook page, but I thought I'd get on here firstly tonight while it's all still fresh and try and talk you through some of the game because that was quite an incredible, well, not even a 90 minutes, 120 minutes in the end. Um, Rangers, as they've tended to do so, made somewhat of hard work of it, but the eventual outcome is, as mentioned, a place in the last four of European competition, having started the European journey back in, I think, late July of last year. Rangers will play European football in May, which is just quite incredible for a Scottish club. We'll start at the start. Rangers needed a fast start. They needed to try and put Braga under pressure. This was a young Braga team, and you could see that they took time to adapt to the atmosphere. And while they were taking the time to adapt to the atmosphere, Rangers were racing to a one-goal lead for Barisic, who was excellent tonight, back to something of his best form after a difficult couple of months, really, out of the side. Provided a cross that Rebo helped onto the back post, and James Tavernier scoring as he always seems to do in Europe at the back post, sometimes squeezed it under Mateus, to the Braga goalkeeper to send Rangers 1-0 ahead. Borna Barisic provided a perfect cross for Kemar Roof moments after, just a few minutes after, that was chopped off by VAR. Rangers would have two goals chopped off in the night. Kemar Roof would always go and hit post. But I thought what Rangers did brilliantly, and I just asked Giovanni Van Bronckhorst about that, was the way that they played into the space that Braga left. And we knew Braga were going to come and be aggressive. Their manager said as much. He said we need to come and win the game because Braga play to win games, but also because they leave them in a vulnerable position if they come and play for a draw. And in trying to win the game, they sat high and they left space in behind. Rangers, I thought, exploited absolutely brilliantly. You've seen for the first goal, Barisic could arrive in the final third on track because James Tavernier was so high on the other side, which allowed him to obviously score. But then also for the penalty, Aaron Ramsey's run beyond from deep was the thing, the run that took the attention of the defender, allowed Timor to move into the penalty box untracked, and he was fouled, a red card, and Rangers went to the head from the spot. And at that point, you're thinking, fantastic, Rangers 2 ahead, going through to the semi-final as it stands, but also have a man advantage, and having controlled the game, you would expect them to go in and control it even more. And you know, you think back to the Malmo game when Rangers were in, I think, very similar, if not the exact same position. I think it was 3-2 on that day. And after half-time, the tempo slowed and Malmo scored two goals quickly after half-time. So it was by no means secure, but it was likely. And Rangers did retain the tempo. I thought they were really, really good. They should have scored. Ramsey had a chance. Ruth had a chance. Scott Arfield in extra time, which we'll come to, had two goal hearing opportunities, which he put over. We hit the crossbar with the second one, didn't he? So I don't think it was a case of Rangers not creating chances, but for whatever the reason they didn't put the game to bed. Their final expected goal tally was 5.6, which is absolutely mental. But Braga scored from their first effort inside the penalty box. It was a corner. It was a really good header, to be fair. And with that, you've seen the crowd here get a little bit nervous. The players looked like a different team for a period of time. But what Rangers did, and they've not done this well enough whatsoever this season, or arguably in past seasons, is they recovered in game. I think there was an air of unfortunate inevitability, if I'm honest, when Braga scored that goal, and you could see the celebration from their bench. Not because Rangers wouldn't have the opportunity to go in and win the game, but more because Rangers wouldn't really have perhaps the personality to recover the zip and the tempo of their play. And for a period of time that was true. I thought Rangers didn't pass with as much conviction. They didn't pass with as much confidence. And as we've seen so often, it's not so much that this team shirks in front of a crowd, but when things aren't going their way or they have a setback, there does seem to be some sort of fragility. Nonetheless, they needed someone to step up. They needed a few players to show some incision and some cohesion. And a few players did that. James Tavernier with a nice little reverse pass as Rangers rotated their way down the right. Glenn Kamara kept the move alive, and Joe Rebo, who's faced criticism for his lack of end product at times in his Rangers career, and also faced criticism as of late for his lack of end product in big games, did brilliantly to escape the attention. A nice little bit of movement inside the box, a ball across the face of goal, and Kemar Roof was there to score. Rangers still didn't make it easy, although they were up against 9 men by the end as Braga had another man sent off. I don't really know what happened at that point. There was a lot going on, as I'm sure you'll understand. But as I say, by that point, Rangers managed to see the game out. So, I mean, a seismic achievement. You can't underestimate, or overstate, I should say, just how significant it is for a club of Rangers' financial resources to get to this stage of a European competition. They've been fantastic. The fans unveiled a banner in the stands to my left here, the Brimland, that said "Make us dream" at the start, and the players have done that. And I think ever since Rangers beat Dortmund, there's been that suggestion of, well, can they go and win it? And obviously that is almost always held with a pinch of salt because of how difficult it is to go win a European competition. But I think what Rangers have done in this competition to get to this point is it somewhat of a miracle in and of itself. And supporters will justifiably, although Leipzig will be a really tough test, this group of players will know that they have a chance to win because of the level they've hit in Europe, because of the players, the individuals that perform so well. And I thought even without Alfredo Morelos tonight, who is such a big miss in these games, we know that Rangers played to keep Roof's strength. I thought Roof was absolutely superb. Even when he wasn't winning his physical battles, he was putting off his opponents. His running behind is obviously what causes the red cards. A special word for Borna Barisic. I don't know if this came across to others in the grounds or on TV, but when he prepped to take that cross, there was a collective breath that I think is reserved normally for when someone's about to take a shot, such as the expectation when he's on form of the type of delivery he can produce. And as I say, that I mean the second one, which was chopped off by VAR, was even better. So great to see him back. I was speaking to him in the press conference just there, and he said he's been working hard in training, even when it's not been going his way, because he knew there'd be an opportunity for him to come in and help the team, and that's certainly what he did tonight. And James Tavernier again. I mean, he got the 2 goals. Just fantastic. What more can you say? I think that's 6 goals just in the knockout stage alone. He's a right back, but he plays so offensively. But his consistent output in these games is just absolutely marvellous, and he played a huge part tonight. So loads of comments. Thanks for all your comments, for getting in touch. I'm not going to be able to get through them all just now because normally I have Derek to help me navigate that one. It's a bit tricky to do it while you're speaking, but we'll be back tomorrow at 9:30. Remember, you can read all the analysis. We'll have lots of tactical analysis, opinion pieces, match reaction, everything on the Rangers Review. Tomorrow, you can subscribe for just £1 at the moment for 2 months. You can also be entered into a draw to win a tour of Ibrox, a tour of this place with a club legend for you and 3 others. So fantastic value, and obviously we speak about this all the time, but do go and give it a try, because we're really passionate about trying to create really high quality Rangers journalism to hopefully cover lots more games like this, lots of successful nights at Ibrox. Hopefully it's Wednesdays in the Champions League next year, but Thursday nights have been very special certainly this season. So enjoy the rest of your night. If you get any sleep, I know I'll be struggling to sleep, and we will speak to you about 9:30 tomorrow morning on the Rangers Review Facebook page